This is a memory game that I made in C#. So it's called Memory Meltdown. You press play, it'll show a pattern. Then you click on what you think the pattern was, and then you can right click and it'll confirm your answer. Since that's what it was, it added 1 to the total number of highlighted tiles. And so now we can do that again. If you're wondering why the mouse is kind of large, it's because the window I made for this is a little small. So I'll right click again. And so the grid expanded by 1 in the X and Y direction. And if you see here, you have hints that you can use. And you also know how many levels you've completed, or puzzles you've completed on the current level. So see, it just went up by 1. And so you can try to see how far you can get. And you can say, oh, I got to 3-0 like I am on right now. And so if you get it wrong on this mode, I don't have lives enabled currently, so it just re-randomizes with the same number of tiles. You can press escape and go to the options screen, and you can change the color that you want the tiles to highlight, how long the puzzle shows on the screen for, if you want to play on timed mode or not. And this is where you can enable lives. And timed mode is basically you have a set amount of time to input your answer. So sure, we'll turn on lives first. So now you can see the tiles are highlighted red. And I'll just say, oh, I thought it's that. Alright, then you can see my lives went down by 1. And the lives don't come back even after you go to the next level. Let's see, so I'll get this one wrong on purpose. So now I have 1 life left. And the patterns are completely randomized every time, so every time you play the game, it's never going to be the exact same. And so this is using up my last life. You ran out of lives. Let's go back to the title screen. And so I can turn lives off, and now I'll turn timed mode on. Now in the bottom you can see I have a timer. If I go back and then I turn lives on, then if I don't put it in an answer, then I believe, yeah, I lose a life. And you can make it so that it goes by really quickly. And I'll just turn off timed mode and lives. So you can see that was really fast. I think that was this. Yeah. Up, I blinked and missed it. So it just re-randomizes when you get it wrong. So that's the game. So if you play on the default settings, and I guess I can still show the hints. So I'll do that, and then I think it was that. Alright, so you can press the up arrow key on the keyboard to get a hint. So this is going to use up one of my hints where it says hints remaining. And it shows what the solution is, and then it goes back to what you had. And so then you can select that. Now the hints aren't that useful if you're playing on the mode without lives turned on. And so in this example I will select 3 when it's this one is supposed to be on. And that's another thing, you can click and it'll deselect one that you've highlighted. So I'm going to use a hint here. And so I know that this was the only one lacking. And the other feature of the hints is that if you highlight all of them and then you use your hint, you can tell because this timer started going down. It doesn't use up your hint if you already had it all correct, if you just want to double check yourself. And so we just go like that. The best I can generally do with using hints is getting to 5-5. Something that's not even really a feature of the game, but it's almost your brain, is that the darker colors, when you kind of blink and they go away, then you can still kind of see the imprint of where they were. But if you use the lighter colors, then that doesn't work as well. And the timer gradually gets larger as the level size gets bigger. So you're not going to have the same amount of time to see the pattern on the first level as you do on, say, level 3 or 4. Yeah, if I'm going to do this legit, let's go back to this and then turn on lives so that there's actual penalty for losing. Alright. Yeah, it's generally not too hard in the beginning levels. So the formula is basically whatever the grid size is. So in this case it's 3 by 3, which is 9 total tiles. So it starts with the total number of tiles divided by 3, I think is what it is, and then minus 1. Then once you get that right, it's just divided by 3, and then it's divided by 3 plus 1. So that's why this one has 4 highlighted. And then this one has 4 highlighted again, since it's 4 by 4, and then divided by 3, rounding to the nearest whole number, is 5, and then 5 minus 1 is 4. Okay, so let's see how far I can get. Now I'm going to use the hint to double check myself. And it was correct, so I didn't lose a hint. Okay. And this isn't really a unique memory game idea. I think I've played stuff like this before, but I just wanted to make my own version. Alright, so we're on 4-2 right now. Oh gosh. Alright, so I think here I'm going to use the hint. I know that one was one of them. Ah, just the one below that is what I was missing. Okay. Alright, I wasn't really paying attention. I got that computer alert. Shut up. So, normally when you have the mode without lives on, you can just keep right-clicking to randomize it when you don't have anything selected until you get an easy one. Which in this case, I think that one was pretty hard, so I'm just gonna take the life hit. Alright, so I kind of think this one's easier. I think it was this. Right? Yeah. Alright, 5-1. Oh, I lost the imprint. Yeah, so that's basically the memory game that I made in C#. I hope you like it, and thanks for watching.